I think that there's two verticals here, and this is really where marketing comes into play.
Especially when you deal with people that are exiting. I'm working on a $150 million business right now. And even though the physical nature of being able to deliver and set up a trust really quickly and integrate it into the APA agreement for him, it's the emotional aspect of this. And so I'm curious what you think about this part of it. So it's not just the actual physical product or physical strategy to deliver the service, but the emotional thing of my CPA, my financial advisor, my brother-in-law who doesn't, think it's something else or whatever it might be. Talk about how to create Irresistible Possible to speed up the know, like, and trust in a way that actually gets your service to people to do the thing versus just, not do the thing, if that makes sense.
Yeah, boy, that's I think a critical topic to cover. And the entire perfect offer formula is separate from the concept of the emotional connection or the know, like, and trust factor. So like that is separate. Like if I'm going to compare two people that I fully know, like, and trust, it's why I'm willing to go to a realtor that I happen to know makes a lot of great deals and they're kind of a shark versus, like, as you mentioned, maybe my brother-in-law who's a realtor and I go to him because I happen to, right. I know, like, and trust both of these people, but one of them is going to have a better offer. So, I think as it relates to putting the perfect offer formula kind of off to the side for a moment and saying, how do we get people to know, like, and trust us? Because in some cases, especially, let's talk about, this is a recurring theme in this podcast, it seems, is this concept of the DST. It sounds too good to be true. And some financial vehicles sound too good to be true. Crypto sounded too good to be true. And a lot of, there's a lot of money lost very recently around those spheres. But there's like this delicate balance between trusting someone and that trust being validated. So if we put the perfect offer formula off to the side and say, that's on the assumption that someone is already going to trust you and believe that you can deliver what you're going to do. I think that there's two verticals here. And this is really where marketing comes into play. The perfect offer formula is when you're actually making the sale, whether it's on a call or you're having someone buy on a checkout form. All those parts of the offer are when they're making that actual buying decision. Before that, there's what I call horizontal and vertical marketing. So we're always fighting two things. And if anyone takes away a gold nugget from this, hopefully this is the most helpful. You're fighting for two things. Number one is a great offer. You want to have the best offer. That's that first part of the conversation we just had, because the better offer is always going to win. Number two is this relational aspect, which is fighting obscurity. Because if I am known for having a great offer, I will be tremendously wealthy. If I'm known for having a bad offer, I'm going to be called a scam artist and people will give me a bad reputation. If I have a great offer, but I'm not known, then I'm broke, right? And if I have a bad offer and no one knows about me, I'm still broke, but I also have a crappy business, right? So we want these things to be in parallel where people know about us. We're not obscure and they know that we have a great offer. So with that, this kind of horizontal and vertical marketing, horizontal is very much about shouting to the world, to more people. This is what we call opportunity volume. How many people can we let know that this thing exists? Just like the DST. If I had known about this, 3 years ago, I probably would have saved a lot of tax on my own crypto stupidity and exiting too soon because I didn't know. I literally didn't know. So that was a loss for me. But if I had known, I could have protected myself, right? That's a great example. So we need to let more people know that this thing exists, not even to get them to buy it or to interact with it in any way. This exists and it's legitimate. Okay. Then we dive into vertical marketing. So we're taking those people who came on the horizontal plane, they've heard our message, and we dive into deeper relationship with them. A lot of that is based on customer journey. How do we get someone who's just finding out about us to get some kind of a micro wins? And sometimes that's information. Sometimes it's like they actually get a financial benefit, or it's a time benefit, or someone helps solve a problem for them. What are the things that we can do to drive deeper into that relationship? And that's ultimately where the perfect offer formula being stacked into depth of relationship really aligns. But I'm fully convinced that all businesses who are doing extremely, extremely well have nailed these two areas: horizontal and vertical relationship building, plugging in what I call the perfect offer formula directly into the bottom of that sphere. you've got like this this kind of alien-like shape of this thing where you could put in unlimited leads. This is how people are positive on the front end on their ad spend, for example, or they have so much referral traffic that they never even need to spend on paid ads because they're doing this. There's enough people finding out about it, drilling down to a deeper relationship, and then offering them something that's near perfect.
Wow, that's so rich and amazing. Horizontal offer where you're getting the opportunity volume. You're having a chance to connect with people, increase that know, like, and trust, or more so increase that actual knowledge of the actual product itself. And then the vertical would be increasing that know, like, and trust in the brand. Or sometimes, I guess, I imagine sometimes they cross over, but you got to have a strategy for both. If I'm hearing you correctly.